Hi, Jewish Mom. I'm wishing you Shabbat Shalom this week from Jerusalem's beautiful Rose Garden. You can see the Supreme Court behind me. I wanted to talk today about turning 50. I'm turning 50 next month, and I'm feeling quite ambivalent about it. And to give you a sense of the root of my ambivalence, I need to take you back. I want to tell you a story that took place over 30 years ago when I was a college student at Bowdoin College in Brunswick, Maine. Then I was walking with a friend on the quad, and we were walking on a Sunday by the chapel of Bowdoin College, and we saw a wedding, and my friend said, "Oh, look, it's a wedding." And I said, "Yes, I see." I said, "It is so morbid." He said, "Morbid?" I said, "Yes, you get married, then you have children, and then before you know it, you're dead." So I saw it like that there, you get on the train of life. I guess I thought you go to school, you go to college, you eventually get married, have kids, and then die. Like that was and now I look back, I think that's a very silly story. But I'm feeling the same way about turning 50. I'm thinking like, okay, I went to school, went to college, got married, had kids. I'm going to turn 50 and then die. That's how I'm feeling about turning 50. So I wanted to tell you how I'm trying to. So my family members are trying. So Ima, how do you want to celebrate your 50th birthday? I'm like, I don't want to celebrate my 50th birthday. I feel like it's like celebrating like my funeral. Like, may I live at May Vesrim, may I be healthy and everything, but that's how I'm feeling, okay? So I just want to tell you about the work I'm doing. It's something based on work that I'm doing to have a better attitude about turning 50. This is based on something that I learned from Rabbi Niven. I did this amazing module with Rabbi Niven a few years ago, called the Belief Notebook. Basically, what you do is you're supposed to have a notebook and you write down a false belief that you have, which is like for me would now be I'm turning 50. This is so morbid. I'm reaching the end of my life, and a true belief. Okay, so I'm replacing it with a true belief, and then reviewing these until your mind actually replaces false belief with true beliefs. So every day, and then my friend Ilana, if you're listening to this, thank you very much. Ilana suggested that for my 50th birthday, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself a present, a list of all of my true beliefs about turning 50. So I want to and the reason I'm telling this to you, because I assume that very few of you are nearing 50 or over 50 even. But even if you're more like turning 23, 29, 36, 41, I just want to tell you, it's very likely that you feel old and you're not. Just look at me. I'm turning 50. You're still young. But I'm sure that there are things in your life that you're kicking yourself about and you're feeling badly about. And probably in many cases, it's based on a false belief. So I'm just giving you I just want to show you how I'm overcoming my false belief, so that you can do it too for the issues that you're facing, for the false negative thinking that you're dealing with in your life. Okay, so false belief. So I'm doing one of these every day. Okay, false belief. I am turning 50. This is so morbid. This means I'm about to die. Okay, so true belief. The life expectancy of women in Israel is over 80 years old. Okay, it doesn't mean I'm going to live that long, but it means that chances are I have several more decades to live. Okay, that's the true belief. False belief. I am turning 50. This is so morbid. I'm about to die. And it also means that I'm really old. And how am I possibly going to continue with JewishMom.com and inspire young moms when I'm turning 50 and I'm not going to have anything? It's true. I have young children. My youngest is turning 7, but I'm still very much in the mode of mother with lots of kids at home. But how can I possibly say anything relatable to mothers of young children. So I heard something, that's the false belief, true belief. So I know someone who's in her early 50s, and she told me that that she found that when she turned 50, like it's like nafal ha'asimon. It's like the I think in English you say the penny fell. She finally got it. She felt like she got a certain kind of wisdom, like she had kind of figured life out. Okay, I'm not there yet, but I still have another month. But I can see that. I can see that there's a certain wisdom, and I can feel it kind of percolating within me. This a kind of like new wisdom and insight about kind of getting life. So basically, I still have a lot to give, because and not only do I have a lot to give, I'm still a mom, but also I have this additional wisdom. In a way, I have more to give, to offer to young mothers from JewishMom.com. Okay, going third time, false belief. I am turning 50. This is so morbid. I'm about to die, and I have and the best years of my life are behind me. Now I just gotta sit around and get old and be bored and get arthritis and die. Okay, so true belief. So many people, like, the truth is that now I'm less busy than I was with little kids. I'm less busy than I was up until recently. I was very busy with like the constant needs of little children. You know, now I'm much more. I have more discretionary time, as Rabbi Niven calls it, time to do what I want, time to come to the Rose Garden, time to, as I just did, meet a friend for a chavruta in a soccer park, time to do the things that I want and learn what I want and think the things and have kind of more space in my life, and also for new productivity and new projects and doing new things, looking at people that I admire. You know, there's so many people in their 50s, some people over 50 that I admire, some people who are dynamic and doing so many things. Rabbi Yemima, Brene Brown, all sorts of teachers that I admire and people that I admire are over 50, right? So I want to bless you, Jewish mom. That whatever in your life that you're feeling negative about, that you're thinking, okay, I'm overweight, this means X, or I struggle with anger, this means X, or I never went to college, this means X, or I don't work, this means X, or I do work and that means X. Okay, whatever false belief you have making you crazy, you can do this. I'm looking forward to giving myself a list of my true beliefs, replacing my false beliefs, and I actually feel like it's working. I feel like I'm actually getting a little, especially this thing that this person said to me about this new wisdom. I think in Pirkei Avot it says Gil 50 le'itzah, that when you're 50 you can give advice, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to really being there, like being like a person who can really have the authority and the wisdom to give good advice, to give solid advice. So I want to bless all of you Jewish moms with an amazing Shabbat and an amazing week.